Hey, what's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? Faith in the Strat here. Want to do a quick day review. So, what did I tell y'all? What did I tell y'all? Remember, I had this target, 40-30s, previous day high. Where are we? That's what happens when you pay attention to where price is going. So I used a few things to really build my narrative as to why we were going there. I had previous day highs, but remember, this whole area was at one point 2 to 3 giant fair value gaps. So what happened coming into today, we had already filled up one. That's what this market's for, but we had this one left over. So I knew price was potentially going to retrace and take out this high. I knew, though, opening myself up to the trade, there was two probabilities. We could have retraced, grabbed liquidity, came down, tapped into this imbalanced area, or my BF and bounced. Or we could have ran straight through. But we didn't need any leftover liquidity, which makes sense because we chopped them up here. We pushed straight through. We filled the next fair value gap, broke through the order block, and hit a high. So during lunch, not during lunch, during the open NY, I actually took entry. I took it a little late. So my entry was about 7:45, 7:50. 7:06. So it was around this candle. I was a little busy, between live streaming and giving out calls because I do live stream in my own Discord. So it's sometimes hard for me to catch it. But once I saw this right here, this was what should have gave y'all a clue. These were the lows that were created pre-open, but also at the start of our NY kill zone. Keep in mind, the day ES trades, it has 3 different sessions. It's going to have Asia, London, and New York. And New York, London, Asia all have 2 different halves, so it's going to be the AM and PM. Once I saw these lows get ran right here, that was technically a major sign that the market was going to reverse. So all we did was purge liquidity right here, aggressively shoot up. So there was a market structure shift, break of structure right here, came into this kill zone, had another break of structure, but this was a little messy. I'm not gonna lie, this would have been harder to trade, which is why I like to wait. And we came above London highs. So right here alone should have been a thesis. We're coming above London highs. And that's after having lows that just set sideways. So these lows kind of just set sideways and they got swept right here. Asia and London lows slightly got swept. And then price started to push up. Another thing to think of, we weren't at a major high to our left. So there was no real reason price should drop down. Price should continue up to target the leftover buy side liquidity. Because remember, we take sell side, target buy side. We take buy side, we target sell side. Internal, external, vice versa. As we were coming up, we passed the midnight open, like I said, past the London high. And on this level, I got in. Now, what gave me confidence to stay was as we were going up, when you look here, this first fair value gap we created was so aggressive and we didn't trade back in. So I had already bought most of my position here. But it's important to notice, ICT points this out, you pay attention, he wants to see certain fair value gaps not get traded into. So this one didn't get traded into on the 15 or the 10, really. So that one gave me confidence, and there's a very specific reason why we look for this. Once I saw this, I knew price was likely to continue. So we had the fair value gap above, and sure enough, if you look, we actually fully filled it. Once we filled it, there was no doubt in my mind here that we were going to continue up to around this range. So as we were coming up, after I passed the order block, like 90% of my position was off here. And then we continued. Once we got into lunch and we crossed, I unloaded and I was completely flat on the day. I also ended my live stream and let everybody know to stop trading. Why? Because now we're in lunch and we're in a giant theta burn box. So we're trading options. I trade futures personally. Some of us do trade futures as well, but if you're trading options, remember, we make money off of the IV increase, the volatility. Options have 2 things, extrinsic and intrinsic value. I made money intrinsically by being above my strike, but I'm losing money extrinsically if I'm spending time sitting sideways. Options are about momentum, and we like to take advantage of the outsized move. So that's how options can beat out futures certain days. So that's why a day like today, when I said explosive long move, I'm looking for options rather than futures. I'll take futures if I can get in and put my risk on lows, but I really want to get in as low as possible on options because I can buy the cheapest possible contracts that can go from out of the money to in the money. I need that big long move. Pause. So coming into lunch, like I said, everything went sideways. I told everybody to get out. Now here is where market context and being in the market a while helps. I've been trading now going on 3 years. I understand my best trades are usually my first 1 to 2 trades. My worst trades are usually 3 to 5 because I mistime the reversal, or I get caught in slow moving market, or I FOMO and get greedy. Right here, I was getting ready to short and I realized this is a 50-50. I don't know where we're really going. Also, this is lunch. Third of all, I could feel the greed, the emotion. My mouth was tasting salty. I wanted blood. So I instantly, before I could say anything else, I was like, hey, we're done. Because like as traders this year, I want everybody to focus really locking in that money, getting off the screen. I always post it on my story with that guy. We really need to focus on that because this move alone, if you think about it, this is what I tell people. This move alone was hard to lose money on. You could have been a novice. You'd have been like, oh, it's going up. I'm just going to buy calls. I could have paid you and said, try and lose money playing calls. It would have been hard. Think about it. That's the setups you want to take. Where if I told you buy calls, but I want you to buy calls and try and lose money, you could have only lost money like here. You would have had to like buy here and sold here. Like you would have like trying to short this steam train would have fucking killed you. It would have been impossible. Or buying calls and even not knowing what you're doing, like you would have no matter what broke even. This is what you need to look for trading wise, these setups. And these are setups you need to be able to size appropriately and add to. So when I saw people still trading here after we'd made thousands of percent, my first thought was either you guys didn't size enough or you're just over trading. Either way is dumb. Like you're done. You know, even if you use no stops, if you hit a 500,000%, 200, you literally made 2, 5, or 10R. That's an insane return. You need to learn to lock it in, get off the screen. We cut it, and that was that for the day. Price did give an amazing short setup right here, but like I said, I wasn't really concerned. I had a few swings I was working on that I did add to. Now, coming in to the rest of the day, we do actually have news tomorrow. So we're going to have flash PMI at 6:45 p.m. a.m. my time, or 9:45 EST. So now I am looking for levels to see where price could draw to. We do have the Asia and London market right here saying sideways. I'm waiting for NY to open. We have these highs we could potentially run, and we have these lows down here that we could potentially take out. I am biased to the downside, which is why I'm in Friday puts on SPX, and I'm just waiting to see the move the market makes. So I will be flat coming into the market until 6:45. I will not be taking any trades. When I look here, we do have this level, the 39.97 institutional level that I've been had on my camera. My chart that I am looking out for to see price react. More than anything, I'm looking to see if they are going to run us up here, take more buy side. Look at these strong reversal wicks up here to pull us down. Because regardless, when you look here, we've ran a lot of highs and we're coming into what looks like the sell side of the curve. Sorry, that's a little sloppy, but we're coming into the sell side. Price is starting to round out. And, we ran a lot of highs. And just like I said, after trading a while, there's certain patterns you start to see that you recognize. So that's it. I'm going to be patient and I'm just going to wait for the move. I'm not going to force. I'm just going to let the trades come to me. All right, you guys, take care. Have a good day.